Then supply sourcing strategy. Supply sourcing strategy means, so we know what is supply chain management. We need a supply. We need to ensure that our supplies means it can be raw material, it can be a water, it can be a electricity, it can be a labor. We can outsource the labor, so everything will be supply to our production. So we have to ensure that supply should be sustainable means it should be available in long term. Then only we can plan and do the business. So how can we ensure that? How can we use our plans, our strategies? Strategies means set of plans, right? Strategy means set of plans. It means a set of ways to achieve the objective, right? Strategy definition, simple definition is that set of plans or set of ways in order to meet the objective. Objective of the operation management is make the operation efficient. So we should have the strategy. These are the strategies suggested. First strategy is single. So we are only selecting single supplier, right? In garment industry it is happening. Only single supplier because we believe them, they are quality, right? In single supplier means if we have the good relationship with that, we saying we are keeping you as a supplier, we don't go with others, please give some discounts. We can argue that, right? We surely know that this supply will not be stopped and supplier will not be collapsed in future, right? For example, good big companies are good example. Big companies having going concern, right? Supply of the money also supply, right? Then description, the buyer choose a one source of supply, advantage stronger relationship with the supplier. We have only one supply. If we fight with them, we don't have the supply. So we have to keep strong relationship. We will give the greetings. We have to give some vouchers to suppliers also. We have to keep our supplier happy in order to get the supply more. But if everything we are providing to him, it means keeping the relationship best, will be also taking to the profitability. Just we see whether it is profitable, right? It's a management part, management accounting part. But we have to keep the strong relationship, otherwise he will go. It's like keeping a one wife. We have to keep that wife correctly, perfectly, otherwise she will leave. We have to find another, but we can't find like her, right? Maybe. Then possible source of superior quality due to increased opportunity for supplier quality assurance program. Possible source of superior quality due to increased opportunity supplier quality assurance program. That means we have to check whether their supply quality, their quality of that raw material is good, right? Therefore we can assign expertise from outside and see whether their process, their internal production process. For example, take we are going to do the vehicle manufacturing, so we need a supply of the vehicle parts, right? In a Toyota company does not produce any parts within their organization. They are outsourcing everything from the supply chain, the suppliers. Then they getting tire they getting from them and fix within their manufacturing, right? That is firstly fully used by the Toyota company, right? In there the tire also manufactured by the someone else, right? And rooftop also manufactured by someone else. Then chassis means it's like a foundation to the vehicle. You cannot see the chassis under the vehicle. There it is produced by the Toyota company. That is also outsourced. That is their subsidiary company, right? Subsidiary company, parent company, I don't exactly remember that. That chassis should be, it cannot be bent. It cannot be bent if the weight, if even though exceed the maximum weight. Some lorries only can have the 1000 kilogram weight. If we put the 1500 kilogram, chassis will not bend. It should be quality. Otherwise, we don't know how much of kilogram we are loading into lorry. We are loading into that transportation vehicle. We don't know. We can't measure and put it. So that companies know humans are like this. Human always doing errors. So please make it the give the maximum level very low, right? But make it this quality to at least to take the 2000 kilograms weight, but they are selling only 1000 kilogram because 1000 kilogram extra, so they keeping the quality. So otherwise, if one time the SESI was banned, other in market, our name will damage, our company name will damage, saying this lorry can't take even the full load. We are seeing full load, not the kilogram. If full load is there, okay, right? It's like that. We have to keep the quality best. We have to do the assurance program to see the assurance program is like auditing. We are auditing the financial reporting. They are come and auditing the quality. There are organizations there. Government authority also doing. In Sri Lanka it is very less, but in foreign country like European American countries it is highly effective, right? Assurance quality assurance program that in your syllabus that is Six Sigma technique is not there. Six Sigma technique is quality management technique that is mostly used by the Indians. Mostly Indians and Japanese are using, Asian countries using that. We will talk little about that when total quality management topic comes. Then facility better communication. We have to keep the communication better. We always have to say them if the reorder level touch by the inventory level. I already show that the reorder level is like this. This may be reorder level. This may be maximum point. This may be minimum point. Once the reorder level touches, we have to communicate to our supplier. Best communication method is EDI method. EDI automatically produce the purchase order for this. So technology we need in order to keep the communication best and close relationship. The economies of scale. If we buying the one suppliers, how can we achieve the economies of scale? Best way is discount. We can take the discount for purchasing bulk, right? If you purchasing, for example, assume we need a 60,000 of kilograms of some raw material, right? And if we have the three suppliers, we will buy 20,000 kilogram in each supplier. But one supplier saying, if you buy more than 55,000 kilogram, we will give the 10% discount. So what can we do? Can we buy from one supplier 20,000 kilogram and balance 40,000 from this one, or 50,000 this one, and 10,000 50,000 kilogram from the supplier who giving the discount, and the 10,000 from the other one. So we will get the discount for 50,000 only. Because 10,000 we will have the same cost. So we like to buy all in one supplier, that is discount given supplier. So economies of scale can be achieved. But day by day, if long relationship there, supplier normally saying, okay, we reduce this price, please buy this much, we reduce 15%. If we buy the 100,000 kilograms, we will reduce the price by 15%, 20%. So economies of scale can be achieved by one supplier, right? Based on our capacity, based on our demand. If our demand is not that much, we don't need. So we have to decide that, right? Don't depend on the theories. Case by case may be vary. Techniques may be vary. It's a strategy, right? So economic facility confidentiality. If you have the good relationship with the one customer, or if you bulk order, or if you having only one supplier to buy the products, sometimes he also say, so don't need to come our showroom, I will send. He sometimes giving the transportation facility also to encourage us. For them, we are customer, we are bulk customer, we are good customer, we are big customer, major customer. So they are giving facilities to us, right? They look after us. The possible source of competitive advantage. Competitive advantage means we have the advantage over the competitors. It means it is a definition. We have the advantage that is competitor does not have. Good example is in our land. If we have the diamond resource, but in neighbor land he does not have any resources, means we have competitors. We can mine the diamond and we can sell the market, right? So it's a simple example I am taking, right? I already told you, if you have the power of studying without sleeping, means you have the competitive advantage other than the other students, right? Then disadvantage, vulnerable to any disruption in supply. So it is not sure if supply stopped, if the supplier example take, if accidents happen in supplier place, fire accident, so supplier will close the business, so we don't have the supplier to find in the market. And also if we even though if we find, we will we will not have that facility, that discount. We will again start from the beginning, right? That's why we should have the more suppliers. The buyer is dependent on the supplier. Then supply power may increase in alternative supply. If some suppliers are only one supplier, supply power is increasing, right? If for example take in Sri Lanka, gold business are done by only one person, definitely he will decide his price, right? He will sell at any price, right? Then the supplier is vulnerable and shifts in order level. Maybe our order should be satisfied by our supplier, but we can't sure about that. If 60,000 kilogram we need, but next month we need 100,000 kilogram, but supplier only have the capacity of 80,000 produce. So how can we take the 100,000? That is also a problem. That's why we need a multiple supplier. We choose several suppliers, so access to wider range of knowledge and expertise. If we have the idea from 2-3 person about one thing, you will have the 3 to different suggestions. So you can have an idea maybe like this. If you one girl a boy come and propose to you, you will confuse right? On that time you will confuse. But if you talk with your friends, one friend saying one, right? Another friend saying one, saying please reject this, please accept this, this is lie, this is true, please accept this. So different person giving different ideas. So supplier also saying that, supplier also telling, if we purchasing one raw material, supplier saying don't buy this raw material, this is better than this quality, right? In the vehicle parts, there is a main impact in vehicle parts. Some vehicle parts are Taiwan vehicle parts comes. Taiwan vehicle parts, Indian vehicle parts are very less price, even though 2-3 times less than the Japanese products. And Chinese is 10 times less than the Japanese products, right? Sometimes Japanese products and vehicle parts are 15,000. Chinese is only 100,000. Indian is 1,500. Taiwan is also 1,800 something. So best one is Japanese. So some suppliers say, please take the Japanese one, but price may be high. Some are saying Taiwan also equal to the Japanese, but durable is very less than the Japanese, but better than the Indian and Chinese. So price is very less. So we can go for that. So suggestion may be taken from the supplier. Then competition among suppliers may drive the price down. The suppliers are compete to give the products to us. The price competition there. More suppliers there, we can argue. So that supplier giving this much of price. Why are you increasing this? Why are you asking for this price? So we can argue. Then suppliers will be fight, right? Then supply failure. Supply failure by one supplier will cause minimal disruption. It is easy, already told. If one supplier close the business, we can have the other suppliers. And disadvantage is not easy to develop the effective quality assurance program, because many suppliers there are, but we can't go everywhere and see whether their quality is good. It's very difficult. If we have that more than 20 suppliers, we need to hire expertise 20 times. So 20 times fees have to be paid. That is not easy. That is cost. And supplier may display less commitment, because supplier knows this person buy from everyone. So why we need to concern on this? Sometimes he may say we don't need this product, so the relationship is less, right? Likewise, take our friendship also. If you have only two, three friends, they are very loyal to you. But if you have the 10 friends, not loyal. They say if I am not there, he will eat alone. He will eat with someone else. But if you deal with only 1-2 friends, even though you are not there, he will not eat. Or she will not eat. She wait for you until you comes, right? Then disadvantage. Not easy to develop the effective quality assurance program, right? Economies may display the risk commitment. Economies of scale are, so we talking about the disadvantages. The economies of scale are neglected right now. So we buying the many suppliers, but no discounts can be taken, right? No bulk purchase there. Then delegated, I think next one, delegated. So delegated means we are hiring the supplier for each and every parts. I already told Toyota is main one. The tire supply by one company, and rooftop supply by one company, and seats supply by one company. The steering, gear lever, so clutch lever, everything, clutch pad, the accelerator pad, then a brake pad supplied by another one. So radio set, speakers are supplied by another one. So windows supplied by another one. Glasses supplied by another one. So delegating, we giving the it is based on the expertise. It is based on specialist in the market, right? Do you know that? So in worldwide we know Benz car is best car, BMW best car, right? Ferrari, those are very quality car. So what about their shock absorber? Shock absorber used in the vehicle tire. Well, number one shock absorber is produced by Singapore company. I think, I don't exactly know that. Singapore company, this name is Kyb. KYB, Kyb. You can Google and see. So this much of car producing 2 crores, 3 crores, but shock absorber, best shock absorber produced by the Kyb. Right? Kyb only producing shock absorber. So they are specialized in that. When we vehicle produce, we can hire the shock absorber from them. We don't need to produce, because quality products are done by another person than us, right? That is delegating. We are taking the specialist from. For a good example is lecturing also. You learning one subject from one person, he will be specialized in one subject, but he can't one lecturer can't lecture all the subjects. So each and every is divided to, you go to different lectures to learn the chartered subjects, right? A supplier is given responsibility for the delivery of complete sub-assembly. For example, rather than dealing the several suppliers, first tire supplier would be appointed to deliver complete assembly, manufacture and delegated company. Allow the utilize the specialized external expertise, free up internal staff for other tasks. The purchasing entity may be negotiated economies of scale. Quality control is difficult to maintain, and supplier is given responsible for delivery of complete sub-assembly. Right. Quality control is difficult to maintain means each and every products, it's a difficult to maintain, but it can be achieved, right? In future it can be achieved, but in beginning it's very difficult. Each and every part means vehicles have the 100 odd parts. So 100 parts are have to be quality. So 100 parts are produced by outsourced persons, but we are assembling. But we know only assembly. We don't know how to produce that. So how can we check that products are quality? We can hire the person. So 100 parts means 100 audit program have to be done in order to check the quality. Quality program have to be done. So it is very difficult, not easy. That is called, right? Understand that, right? Don't confusing, right? Then loss of confidence in products, use trade secrets, right? No. So everything is come from outside. Everyone knows these are using these products, right? This product consists of these products assemblies, subparts. So no everything outsourced. No, everyone knows about the product. So it's a very it's a limitation. It's a defect in that production method, delegated supply method. That's why Toyota company technology are easily taken by the Indian company. Now Indians are producing the best cars, right? Then the Japanese, less price also, 10 times, 5 times less price, right? Then competition may utilize the same external organization, so it is unlikely to be source of competitive advantage, right? Now, so same way competitors also can do. We can also hire the expertise, we can also take the specialist and take the products from them. Competitors also can, they can give to the company. We can't say don't only provide to us, don't provide to our competitor. We can't say that. If you say we have to keep a good relationship, we have to agree to buy this much of demand from them, right? Then only we can do. That is very difficult. Even though if you can sell only 100 cars in a month, but your supplier saying I can sell the parts, not only the 100 cars, I can sell the 1,000 cars parts. Can you buy 1,000 car parts? Then I will stop other supplier, other players to supply, and I will supply everything. It cannot be done. It's not practical, right? In world, it's not practical. We can't stop the person to sell other one. No, you can't say only sell to me, right? Then parallel discussion, parallel sourcing involve mixing combination of the three approaches. There's a mixing of everything. Mixing, or even though we can use single supplier for one thing, or we can use multiple supplier for another product. There may be a different product. In biscuit company, in this food company, so, right? Food company, the biscuit product is there, cake product is there, buns there, then breads there, right? Some wheat flour only taken from one supplier, only for the bread product, but other product wheat supplier taken from several supplier. So there should be, to do this mix of product, there should be a different products. Diversification should be there. Product diversification means number of products should be there. They should produce the phone. For example, take Samsung company, they are producing the phones, they are producing tab, they are producing the smart watch, they are producing the radio, they are producing the laptops, they are producing the so different products are produced by the same company. So we can say this product supplier only one person, this product supplier may be different multiple products, is parts. So otherwise delegated, right? So why trend was changed to keep the close link with supplier? Why we need to keep the supplier closely? Why? Because competitive advantage, reducing customer saved. For the sake of focus campaign, companies might concentrate resources on customers of high potential value. Then today's world are concentrating to keep the customer best. If one customer again and again coming to your restaurant, you are doing the restaurant, your restaurants means your foods are tasty. Your foods are tasty because of the raw material used, right? So that raw material only given by one supplier means we have to keep him happy. Otherwise he will stop, and customer also dissatisfied with other materials, because that food will be tasty only if you use that supplier's supply, right? In onion also same thing. Not all onions are taste. Some onions are sweet, no spicy. Some onions are more spicy. Some onions are nothing. It's like a water. So they have to keep which supplier giving correct one, right? Then price and inventory coordination. Business coordinate their price and inventory policies to avoid problems and bottleneck caused by short-term surges in demand, such as promotion. So bottleneck resource means resources that will be limited, right? Take in a bun company, KFC or something, Dynamo. Take Dynamo. So in Dynamo, they will use the chicken, they will use the onion, they will use the chili, they will use the bun. So if say they can produce 100 buns or 1000 buns in a day if all the ingredients available only. If one ingredient is less than the making the 1000 buns, that will be bottleneck. You will learn the accounting in a figure, in the numbers, in the financial management, what is bottleneck, right? So price and inventory coordination can be so we have to see whether this bottleneck, if it's there, so our price, which price I have to sell this, then only you can cover your cost. That is called price and inventory coordination. Based on the inventory you will decide, based on your supply you will decide what price I have to sell. If 1000 buns sell one day, it will be assume 500 rupees one bun, so 500,000 in a day, but your cost is 600,000. Coordination is not there. You have to increase your inventory, right? That is called price and inventory coordination. Then link computer system. I already told the EDA process. The purchase order will be automatically raised to supply if EDA process is there. That is everyone use. That's why we also have to use that, right? The AL supply involvement in product development, component design, the new products and launch. There are 8 steps there. 8 steps has to be followed. 8 to 9 steps has to be followed in order to produce new product, right? New product cannot be suddenly think and doing. It will have a big process, right? Their research project team will be there, right? Production development idea should be created, and test has to be done within a small market, right? For that also we need a supplier. We have to keep the supplier best then, right? Before that product development stage. Then logistics design. Hewlett Packard restructured its distribution system by enabling certain product components to be added at the distribution warehouse rather than at the certain factory. For example, user manual which are specific to the French market would be added to the French distribution center. It means distribution logistics. We have to receive the raw material from the supplier, not to the head office, not to the warehouse, straight away to the production production line, right? Then it is easy. We don't need to again transport from head office, again transport to warehouse. Whatever we want, only we order and taken. In garment manufacturing it's happening, right? In garment, I know that in garment manufacturing, shipping, after shipping done, so that's fabric will be sometimes head office will be in Colombo, but garments may be in the up country, so no Wood or Hatton no Relia, somewhere else, somewhere in up country. So if you bring the shipment to head office and keep 2-3 days, warehouse charge also increasing. So we directly send to the production department. So one time transport also easy, right? Then joint problem solving. Joint problem solving, we have to join with the supplier. Some companies it's happening. We have the meeting with supplier and supplier coming, and we are asking, we are going to see this type of shirts, this type of trousers. In linen manufacturing company it is following, right? Linen manufacturing company saying right, so this design of shirt, this linen material is best, cotton material is best. Supplier will suggest that. So problems comes, supplier also expertise, we also expertise. He also doing the business more than 25 years, also having the knowledge, paper knowledge also. So we can use him to solve our problem. Supplier representative on site. So we can keep the supplier representative in our site to see whether what is really happening to their suppliers, right? There are some companies are doing that. Whether this otherwise we can also have the representative in their company. We can see whether really they are using this material to produce the material. So I am saying B2B business. Material also we purchase it from someone else. So that material also he will he will purchase from someone else, and transformation, after the transformation process, he will get the output, right? He will get the input first, the raw material, then transformation process, he will get the output. Then output, it is not the end consumer product. Again we buy that as a raw material, then we again transport, right? For example, latex company in plantation, latex in rubber latex, taken latex and just sell it to someone else. So he taking in second supply, so second stage. So he taking the latex and he producing the rubber sheet and keep that. The rubber sheet will be our raw material if we produce the balloon or if we produce the tire, right? That is why it's called supply chain. So raw material, again transformation, again finished good. That finished good is a raw material to us, right? So again our raw material transform finished good. Our finished good may be also raw material, sir. We are producing a tire and sell it to car assembly company, car manufacturing company. That is a raw material. That is a dedicated supplier, right? They taking only one part supply. Again they said they fix it to the car and selling, right? So that network is supply chain, right? Understand this properly. Then total quality management, it's very easiest subject in your syllabus. Very small contents there. There are many techniques there in order to understand the total quality management. Very best technique is Grossby theory. Grossby theory saying we will see then management of quality process of established standard of quality of product. The management of quality is the management of quality. So quality management means we have to manage our quality in a correct way. So what is mean by the quality? First understand what is quality. What is quality? Just think. Just stop the video and think, and just think. Quality means the feature of the product. If it's saying Japanese products are quality, Japanese features are good, right? Japanese quality means features. But everyone think if quality means is a high status, high class product. Not that. Quality means feature. So we have to keep the quality in best way. So that's why Japanese quality means the Japanese are keeping their product in best way. Their feature is good. That's why Japanese quality means that, right? If Indian quality means Indian quality level is different. Sri Lankan quality means Sri Lankan quality different, right? In tiles, if you take the Indian tiles or Chinese tiles or Sri Lankan tiles, Lanka tiles is best one, right? Lanka tiles is best one. Sri Lankan tiles are very strong. Chinese are not good, right? It will be broken if you just keep the one sofa, right? So quality is that. If you say that name, that feature is good. Quality means feature of the product, right? Definition of the quality is feature of the product. Keep your mind. Then we have to keep the quality good way. That is a process of establishing the standard of quality. We have to keep this product should be in this strong. That is establishing standard. Establish a procedure. To keep the standard, we have to establish the procedure. We have to quality procedures will be there. We will check first. We will check with one instrument. Second, we will check with another instrument. In rhino you can see that lion, that elephant will walk on the rhino roof. It will not be broken. This is quality checking. They showing in advertisement. This is the quality of bearing this elephant's weight also. Elephant weights maybe 3000 kilogram, 5000 kilogram, right? That can be bear by this. That can be bear by this roof means if we walk will not be broken. That's why that is best procedures have to be there. Then monitoring actual quality after so we have to see whether actually we are receiving this type of quality. Actually we are achieving this quality. Then control, if there are any defects, we have to change the model. We have to change the raw material to use that roof. If we take the rhino roof, then we can see that sheets are not strong that much. If we use this cement, this sands, we have to change this soil, we have to change the cement, we have to change the level of the water, then it will be fit. That is control action. We have to change the things. Once you see if it is okay. If it is good quality, we don't need to change. That is also control action, right? The how to ensure quality procedure would have to be established for ensuring that these standards could be met. Attending to such matters, frequency collection, automated letter sorting, frequency of delivery, and number of staff employed. These are measurement method, right? Once our product is produced and we saying this is quality, whether we have to see whether these customers are buying. Once the customer bought and if they're broken, customer will not come again. If it is good, he will suggest to another person. So our sales will increase, right? That's why frequency of delivery should be there. Then actual performance could be monitored whereas by taking examples from time to time and letters that are posted and delivered. It's a time to time post office or government days to check whether this actually that is receiving letters are posted correctly, right? They can monitor. They can't ask to the public, right? We have to see whether this is correctly posted. Come and check. This is a simple example is given. If the quality standard is not being achieved, management should take control action, employ more postal workers, so advertise use the control procedures, right? They have taken the postages, for example. They get it right first time. This is one of the technique given by the Phillips Crosby. Actually, your syllabus contain the quality management quality management unit as the mix of everything. They does not say this person giving this technique, this person giving this technique. They taking the each and every person technique and giving the mixed. That is also trouble. But in your advanced level, you will have that. So I learned in that way. So get it right first time means it's a Phillips Crosby's first technique. Second technique is zero defects. That is not in your syllabus, but you just understand that. Get it right first time and zero defect. This is very good example of studies also. When first time you studying or first time you working, first time you prepare in the Excel sheet for some works, do it the best way. Then do it your work without errors. That is zero defect. Zero defect cannot be achieved. Experience only can give you the zero defects. So before Crosby saying, if you are just producing and selling to the market, right? So no preventative activity. You don't just see. So your correcting activity will be increased. Correcting cost will be increased, right? That's why it's one of the basic principle roll calling means cost of the preventive mistake is less than the cost of correcting them when they occur. The aim should therefore to get things right first time. Every mistake, delayed, misunderstanding directly cost an organization money through wasted time and effort, including time taken in specifying customer. The lost potential for future sales because of poor customer service must also be taken into accounts. So preventative cost will be high in get it right first time. Before to going to the customer, so we will check. We will increase our checking program. Our checking progress will be cost to us, right? We will assign one person to the checking process, so he will only check and send. If you assign the 5 person will check. Their salary will be increased. It's the easiest example to understand how cost is increased. So correcting process will be reduced. Guarantee, warranty. Nowadays phones are not getting that much a guarantee warranty. So checking process are then high in phone manufacturing, right? You don't get any warranty to these days. Warranties, guarantee these days are very less. Everything has worked properly. So they are preventative costs because competition in the market. The customer, if you buy the Samsung phone and if you within 2-3 months camera is broken, your brother will not buy the Samsung phone. He will say 2-3 months is broken, but you can change the product. Again, that product also same no. That product also will be broken within not in 2 months. After 2 years also can be broken. So they are preventative activities less. So they are now considering about the not send the defect products to the market. That is the main objective nowadays to the competitive market. Then continuous improvement, it means a Kaizen technique. Kaizen means Japanese technique. Kaizen means we have to, do you think that Apple phone now, in latest Apple phone is invented today? Each and every feature is invented to one day. Over the 10-15 years they have to invert it. So one improvement is there, they fix it to that phone and give it to market. Again, give it to market and saying this new latest phone and increase the 50,000 price also, right? 1,50,000 selling. Then again, if you found another features, they adding to another 50,000 and they selling with that. So each and every features will be added in each and every version. That is continuous improvements. You can't change anything quickly. If you try to change some speedily, you will not allow, you will not agree that. You also same thing. If I say you to become a chartered accountant within 1 year, you will not be. That is the problem, right? In continuous improvements everywhere there. If we have this smartphone quickly before 20 years, we will not buy this. Continuously improve. We need, based on the customers' needs, they change the production. That is continuous improvement, right? Second basic principle, so one of the basic principle is first one, get it right first term. So only one technique is taken from Grosby theory. This is continuous improvement, it's a Kaizen theory. Total can dissatisfaction with the status quo. The belief that is always possible to improve also, and the same should be get it more right next time. Then get it right first one, then get it right next time. Then today is wrong, okay, tomorrow I will correct it. That is continuous improvement, right? Then quality assurance procedures. So it's a most preventative program are carried out. The areas we need, the areas quality assurance of good inverts. So invert logistics, right? Suppliers quality assurance schemes are being used increasingly. This is where the supplier guarantee the quality of good supply. So I already told this assurance engagement to check the quality is nowadays are increasing. Nowadays we have the separate department, or we are outsourcing the separate personnel to understand the supplier's product quality. Yeah, the inspection of output. So once it is a quality where we can measure the quality. When raw material comes, we can see whether raw material is good. If raw material is bad, definitely output will be raw. That is called by first one. Second one, once the production done, what happened to the product? Raw material is good, whether product is good. If product is bad, raw material does not have the problem. Your transformation process have the problem. You have to again see not the raw material, not the supply quality. You have to see your quality process. That is second. If that is also good, you have to see whether this material can be a problem if this transform in this way. You have to finally you conclude that, right? This is how we have to see the quality checking. This is area. First, raw material is bad. If wheat flour is expired, definitely your cake also will be not good, right? It's also bad food to eat, right? The monitoring customer reaction. After go to the customer, we see what will customer say. If customer say this is I bought this product, very bad product in my life, it means it's a defect, right? Then employee and quality means employee. To ensure that employee have the positive attitude towards the responsibility of quality checking would be given to the worker themselves. It's a transformation process. Transformation process, if you found any mistake in transformation process, we have to see whether actually employees are not good, or actually our quality standard is not good, actually our machinery is not good. We have to see that next. Then empowerment and quality circle. Workers themselves are frequently the best sources of information about how to improve quality. Empowerment, therefore, we can see that sometime in manufacturing company, I have mostly worked in the clothes manufacturing and the food manufacturing. So they are saying this sometime in cake manufacturing, they are saying this cake is not tasty for this sugar. this brand sugar, we can use the different sugar, and we can use. Sometimes the manager expect that employee are involving that. Employee know where the problems comes. Employee are in car manufacturing, engines parts are fixed by the employee. So if he mistakenly fixed, so problem comes. So he knows. So he knows where should I fix these things. So employee have that. So we have to give the empowerment to them. Empowerment means taking the authority, taking the power to take the decision, power to suggest the decision. That means empowerment. In some companies, managers are keeping empowerment, don't give to the employees. But some companies giving the employees in order to take the good product, in order to give them encourage also, right? So it's achieved in two ways. It's allowing workers to have the freedom to decide how to do the necessary works using the skills they possess, acquire new skills necessary to be the effective team. I already told this. Making workers responsible for achieving. We are giving the freedom one thing. Next one, we say you are responsible to this one, right? You are responsible to fix the engine to the vehicle. So definitely we will do the best way, right? If you saying you are responsible for whole vehicle, may mess up. We have to give the small parts to them, right? In cake manufacturing, we will see after cake baked, so decoration part is responsible for you. If you do any mistake, I will sack you and I will reduce your salary. Then that's how we are through the empowerment we are keep the quality best, right? Then design for quality, a total quality environment aims to get it right first time, and this means that quality, not faults, must be designed into the organization production operations from the outset. At the product design stage, quality control means trying to design a product or service so that its specification provide a suitable balance between price and quality of sales and delivery, as well as manufacturing. That I already explained these things. Just read this. The product engineering is the process of designing a method of product engineering means we have to understand the specification of the product. Many of the company are re-engineering the product. It means before we engineer our product, engineer means assembling the product, producing the product. We re-engineering the competitors' product and see whether what they use inside their product. We remove one by one parts and see what actually they used. In Samsung company doing, if you take the Apple phone and remove everything and see what they use actually. What is their software use? What AI network is fast? What their camera is quality? Then re-engineering. Then using same technology and same thing to our phone also. The same product will be produced, same quality will be produced. That's how competitors are competing. It's a very easy. Products are coming to outside, and in hotel industry very difficult. We can go and buy all the foods there. Foods, and we can't remove the foods. We can't remove the part by parts and how much of sugar use, how much of salt use, how much of chili use, how much of pepper use. We can't see how much of flour use. We can't see. It's difficult. Some industry can be done, some industry cannot be done, right? The information system should be designed to get required information to write the person. So communication system should be there. That's how it's calling, right? And business process re-engineering, I already explained this. That is explained here. Then quality control and inspection. Then distinctions should be made between quality control and inspection. Quality control involves setting up controls for the process of manufacture of service delivery. It is aimed to prevent in the manufacture of defective tip and provision of defective services. Inspection is technique to identify when defective items are being produced at an unacceptable level. Quality control ensure not to produce defective, right? But if the products is produced defectly, it is not a quality control. Quality control lose that. So next level is inspection. Inspection department will see this is defect product produced here. We have to change this one. The quality control department will be notified by the inspection department, say this please change the production method. So they will change the production method and correct them, right? Right, there are that's how it is happening in the manufacturing company, right? Then receiving inspection for raw material and purchase components, flour and process inspection, work in progress, final inspection of testing and finished goods. So each and every they are inspecting the purchase raw materials. Then working after once a working process come, they are checking the quality. Food manufacturing is happening in a packed foods. Packed foods item means biscuit, soya meat, then juices, yogurt, milk. Those are packed foods, right? That's each and every time they will see whether this product is good to consume. The product is correct quality level. The milk is correct level, right? The final. Now after produce the product, before we come to the market also they checking. So problem of implement oral quality management, it can be demotivating because perfection is hard to achieve, right? It is for a long time. Employees will be tired. Even though produce any product, it will be defect means if you scold the employee, they will get demotivated. They will discourage. That is what they call it. Perfection cannot be achieved in anything. That's why in your syllabus, zero defects is taken out. But zero defects is there in Grosby, Phillips Grosby. I know his name correctly. I know his theories very well because I am following that. Zero defect and get it right first time, right? It can be demotivated because achieve relying heavily on quality or suppliers. Raw material should be quality. Otherwise, quality product cannot be produced. You can understand that, right? Change management can be difficult depending on the culture of the business. You can't change one thing. It's not quality change. You can't change. In a real case scenario, you can see that if the production manager working for 10 years, but he producing the defects products, even 2 defects products in 100 products, so there is some problem in his products managing. So if me or some new accountant or now new one going and saying, sir, you are producing this product defect because of your production process is not good. If he say that, he will say, I know, I have the 10 years experience, don't come and teach me. He will definitely say that. If you tell the boss, he will change him. Sometimes he will change, otherwise he will so need no the problem. If we change him, another one will come. So we have to train him also. Right? It's also very difficult. He will do the defect more, 10 or 20 out of the 100. So if the previous manager asks the correct suggestion from us or boss or another one, he will produce the zero defect. Without any defect, he will produce the these products. He will not ask. Like the human beings are like that. If you going to suggest or something else, everyone saying, I know, mind your business. That is their first word, right? They accepting, but they will not following in behind. That is also happening. The new technology such as computer integrated manufacturing, supply chain management and optimize. Nowadays cutting the garments, you can if it is possible, please go to the garments industry and see. I went and saw this. So previous days cut by the scissors. So scissor can cut at least 3 garments in nicely cuts shape. But nowadays they are using the laser, right? They keeping all the garments one by one order. It means 100 garments cut by the laser. So 100 garments cut by one time. So production capacity is increased now. Technology is increased. It's good or bad? It's good. We should use that. Brandix, Mars, then Hydra Money, all are using this. This for very mass production. Very demanded products are used by these garments and doing that. Otherwise, if you use the machine for everything, labor intensity will reduce. In Sri Lanka, employment percentage of employment is high. Working labor force is high. So we have to give the works to them, give the jobs to them. That's why they are giving jobs. Otherwise, they can bring the technology from outside and they reduce all that. That's why in a business, in private companies, are they protesting against the business? Are they doing any strike against the business? government are doing, right? Because government, we know government see in the public interest, right? Social social benefit. Therefore, if government can bring the machinery also, government have the much money than the private, government will not do. Government saying social benefit, don't do this, okay, keep the labors everywhere. But government also can change, everywhere can be machinery put, or private can do. That's why labors are not striking. If strike again, definitely private say, you take the compensation and go, I will bring the technology and I can do without you, right? I can do one end production, and I will and another end for my personal life, right? But they are also having art, they are also human beings. So not only that, then cost also more high. Whether we can recover that cost, if we can recover that cost, they will definitely bring the machinery. Otherwise there is a, and also we need a person to that operate the machine also. Otherwise we have to the boss or the chairman have to involve in that, right? Then computer integrated manufacturing, already told that nowadays computer will do the manufacturing. That is computer integrated manufacturing, right? Computer control the entire production process, right? Few good example is simple example is this in America, the bread are everything are done by there's a mixing the flour, everything are done by the machine. So they switch switch a button, it will produce everything. Packing also done by that machine. So everything are computer based, right? You can see that in Discovery Channel. You can see that. So factory some program is Goya, factory timer, factory it's called, and something called title called something factory. You can see there the everything computer program. The supply chain management system, the EDI system is the best system for supply chain management system. So our production computer system and suppliers production system also connected. Then once our production needed this much, supply will be notified. This our customer need, for us they are supplier, for them we are customer. Our customer need this much of production, we have to ready for this. They will ready, they will change. They don't need to change. Computer automatically change and ask for the raw material. If some organization, the raw material already included in the machine, whatever they need, they will take from the machine. They take from that tank, right? So oil manufacturing happening in that way. Oil manufacturing, so many that fluid, that is changeable item only do in that computer based manufacturing. You can see in a car also. Sometime robot will fix the car, assembly the car, right? Right. So it is given the notes for the supply chain management system. It is not that much of weightage in your syllabus. Just read this note, you can understand this. Optimized production technology require detailed information. I read for you, right? Optimized production technology require detailed information about inventory levels, product structure, routing, setup times, and operation times for each procedures of each product. But it also seeks to optimize the use of bottleneck resources. So we need bottleneck resources. I already explained that. So we need the system to understand what is bottleneck resource. Otherwise, we labor involved means very difficult. If we involve to understand bottleneck, if it's difficult for mass production, right? Don't think it's easy to understand the big companies. In Ceylon Biscuit Corporation Limited, it's not easy to understand how much of biscuit they produced, how much of ingredient they need. The computer giving the details. Otherwise, we have to calculate one by one, writing the paper also, right? The OPT philosophy contents. That the primary goal of manufacturing is to Make money. Three important criteria identify the evaluation and progress toward achieving this goal. These are throughput, inventory, and operating expenses. Throughput inventory means material. Throughput accounting, you know that, right? Contribution means variable sales minus variable cost. Throughput profit. Throughput means, right? It's called throughput. Throughput means selling price minus material only. We have to understand how much of material we actually use to earn this of money, right? The goal is to maximize throughput while simultaneously maintaining the decreasing inventory and operating expense. It means in a very short term throughput only the variable cost, right? Throughput material cost only variable cost, right? Labor is paid in a month, so 1 week means short, no? For 1 week, 1 month is long. That's why labor cost will be fixed in throughput accounting. Understand this very quickly. It will help to your management accounting also. Right? The OPT approach determines what prevents throughput of products through the production process from being higher by distinguishing between bottleneck and non-bottleneck resources. A bottleneck resources might be a machine whose capacity limits the throughput of the whole production process. The aim is to identify bottlenecks and remove them, or if this is not possible, ensure that they are fully utilized at all times. Non-bottleneck resources should be scheduled and operated based on constraint within the system and should not be used to produce more than the bottleneck can absorb. With the RPT approach, it is vital. What I explained is given in the notes. Read that, and that is not that much important, right? And end of the session. Thank you and good luck.